This is all about individualization and making sure you are not vulnerable. If you're vulnerable, you are done. The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised. What's going on, fam? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with some more nuts on your chin. Thank you so much for being here. If you're brand new to the Salty Sack, make sure you smash that subscribe button because I am dropping a big hefty ball bag every single day. Thank you so much for being here. And of course, you can check the description down below for all the cool specials, the free classes, Swolenormous X for memberships to the Swole fam. All that stuff, all the programs, nutrition, apparel, everything is down below in the description. We are going to start off today's video as per usual with some positive sack. Now this is going to get us kickstarted into today's topic. This post in the Swole fam is from Justin, and he says, "Hello everyone, I'm new to the group and was introduced to Papa Swolio via YouTube, and I want to lose weight, build muscle, and make myself overall happier. I'm currently 255 pounds and overweight. I used to do powerlifting, but I quit when I moved to New York to take care of my grandmother, and I lost the will to continue down that path, causing me to gain weight and quit lifting. I'm hoping Swolio's workout plans and lifestyle changes can help me achieve the goals I want. Have a great day, everyone." Thank you so much for dropping that post, Justin, and I think this video is going to help you as well as many other people. Now, I'm a little bit sweaty because I just got my pump on, so no matter where you are right now, whether you're at home or you have access to a gym or you have a home gym, you got to get it done. Now, if you are brand new here and you don't know what the 7 pillars are, they are the 7 foundational principles of the Swole fam. You could download your free copy at swolenormousx.com. It's right there at the top, and it's going to go over everything that we're covering in this video and more, so go check it out. The 7 pillars are community, nutrition, training, recovery, mobility, mindfulness, and consistency. So inside the Swole fam, what we do every single day is apply those foundations. We apply those pillars. We forge, we invest into those pillars every single day. So imagine that you have the 7 pillars lined up and you have to constantly re-secure them. You have to constantly forge them. You have to constantly add to them or they're going to crumble. And that's literally what it means to build a habit. That's really what it means to execute every day, to train every day, to put in your time. Now with the stay-at-home orders, again, you might not have access to a gym. So this could have taken you by complete surprise and your entire lifting changed. Now you don't have access to weights. Now you don't have access to a barbell. Now you don't have access to a pull-up bar. All of a sudden you're at home and maybe you have some bands. Maybe you have some minimal equipment. Now, for me personally, I went out and I bought tons of stuff just before all the gyms closed, just before the big rush on Amazon, everyone was buying home equipment. Now, things are starting to kind of come back in stock, but most things are still out of stock. So I had to change everything really quickly, and I didn't want to be vulnerable to the gym because one of the worst things that you can do, one of the worst positions you could be in is a situation in which you're not in control of your health, in which you're not in control of your fitness. And if you are vulnerable in that way, you should still be investing in a home gym. This is my opinion, especially based on training at home for the past 2 months. I am so impressed with what I have been able to do at home with limited space, with limited equipment. I mean, I don't have a full-blown home gym. I have a lot of stuff that I can do, but I don't have a dedicated home gym setup. I have a pull-up bar out on the porch. I have some power blocks in here and I have a bench, but I have to wheel things out, set it up. I don't have like a whole section in a garage that's always a gym with the power rack. So I don't have access to a barbell. But what I do have access to is my brain, is my creativity, is all my experience. As always, like I've always said since I started doing the Daily Swole podcast, since I started doing these videos on YouTube, about 4 years ago, a little over 4 years, I have learned to do a lot with very little. I have always focused on the basics. The basic lifts are the most important. A pressing movement, whether it's a chest press, whether it's an incline, whether it's dumbbell or barbell. Those little details aren't as important as people make them out to be. What's important is your overload. What's important is how much resistance, the frequency, what kind of volume, what your training split is like. You could build a ton of muscle with bands. You could build a ton of muscle with barbells. You could build a ton of muscle with dumbbells. You could build a ton of muscle with kettlebells. But your body and what your goal is and what your experience is, that's going to relate directly to what you choose, what tool you use. You're not necessarily going to use all of them, and you're not going to use all of them all the time. Certain things have certain applications, but the basics still remain. No matter what your situation is, my personal opinion from what I've been doing these past 2 months with the stay at home, and who knows how long this is going to last, and who knows if this is going to come back. A lot of people are getting very, very cocky with the situation, thinking that everything's going to just be open and fine and dandy, and it's always going to be just like it was. But what I see is a lot of uncertainty. And even if gyms open in the next month or two, is it going to stay open? Is it still going to be open in 2 months? Are you going to be in the same position, maybe even worse, in 2 months? And then are you actually going to be losing a lot of your progress? Are you going to be losing a lot of your gains? Most people are so worried about the little nuances of training and not looking at the bigger picture. Overall, it's about consistency. Are you training consistently? Are you overloading your body progressively? Maybe you don't have access to the same amount of weight, so you're going to have to sacrifice some muscle mass. You're not going to be able to maintain quite so much mass. Maybe you have limited access to food. You're not going to be able to eat as much food to maintain as much size. It's okay to shift your goals around. What you can't be sacrificing is your consistency. What you can't be sacrificing is any of the 7 pillars. Your goal or your expectations can change. Maybe you're not going to be hitting that 500-pound deadlift anytime soon. So adjust your goals and refocus so you can make progress in a different direction. You could still be working on your athleticism. You could still be working on your endurance. You could still be working on your mobility. You can just focus and narrow your field of vision a little bit more specifically on a different area. The most important thing is that you are not vulnerable to your gym. Your training is not vulnerable to anyone. You don't want to depend on anything or anyone for your training. I mean, people inside the Swole fam, we are relying on Swolenormous X. We're using all the content in the yoga studio, the brain gains. So what I mean by depending is depending on the execution, that you are not dependent on a location, on a gym that might be closed based on state's orders. You don't want to be dependent. The more people that you are dependent on for your health, the more risky and the more at risk your health is. So if you are going to build the proper foundation for the rest of your life, it's about setting those fucking habits, but also protecting and mitigating your vulnerability to anyone or anything. What I'm doing myself and what I recommend all my members do, everyone in the Swole fam, all of you watching, is even if you train at a gym, even if your gym opens back up and you have access to your gym, do as much as you can to reinforce your home training situation. You will be more consistent. You'll never get thrown off track again. It will be seamless, whether you have to stay back at home in a couple months, whether you never have to. Maybe you just don't feel like driving, you run out of time because of your schedule. If you have access to your training whenever you want, you are going to be invincible when it comes to setting your own standards and your ceiling for your progress. You do not want to be dependent on anyone. What are your thoughts, fam? Drop it down in the comments. Are you training at home? Are you still training at home? Are you planning on going back to the gym? Are you saying, you know what, screw it, I'm never going back to the gym again. I'm going to save money and keep on building out my home situation? Personally, I could train with my nips out. I could train fucking naked if I want to. I think home training is awesome, especially once you figure out the nuances and how you can level up your game at home and you kind of get comfortable. It's been an absolute game changer for me. So what are your thoughts? Drop in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the salty and vinegary sack on your chin. If you have anything else you want to add, drop in the comments down below. Hit that subscribe button and go check out swolenormousx.com for all programs, training, nutrition, meditation, full yoga studio, everything. Hundreds of classes and workouts and sessions, all at swolenormousx.com. You could do it at home, in a gym, anywhere. You don't need to be anywhere. You can be anywhere. It's all at your fingertips. swolenormousx.com. Plus, you get access to the best fitness fam in the fucking realm. So check all the links down in the description for the details, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next Nuts in Yo Chin. Peace.
He just likes to train because I'm here. He always looks at me when he's all sweaty and training. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to do it. I try to say no, but I can't. He always makes me. I'm just kidding. I like it. I like it.
We stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. I done published she a good girl, but at the crib she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
Stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke,
Yeah, ayy, well, we can hold the peace or we can wage war, but I'm gonna get what I came for. Rilla gang, that's a crew name. We all graduated to the 2-door. Sacred Global, that's an infrastructure. All y'all niggas like the Titanic. I'm the iceberg, talking no Zucker on the front lines, but we don't panic. Shit getting messy, got nothing to rest, and I'm tired of